What's up guys, William Mosley here. Today we're talking about hacking, putting on a front, and just telling the truth.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money.
I feel like I struggled with once upon a time ago where I felt like everything had to be extra professional, extra whatever. You can see right now I'm wearing this robe just because I feel like it. I'm at home. It's 8 o'clock in the evening, and instead of taking the time to put on a blazer, instead of taking the time to make sure the kids aren't in the background, I'm coming to you real how my life is. And
the reality is it's 4:30 a.m. in the morning as I'm finishing up this post edit. All right, back.
A lot of us were super insecure. We're super worried about what other people are gonna think. Oh my God, he has kids. Oh my God, he's so unprofessional. But what the truth really is you watch a person and you see their work and you see what they do, and you realize that this robe right here, it has nothing to do with my skill set. And if other people are super worried about, it being unprofessional, then maybe they aren't the client for you or for me. I like going to a person's studio, going to a person's home, and understanding the things that inspire them. And completely opposite to that, when I step into an office that's super stark, that's very, very, very clean, I don't feel right. So this is what this episode's about. It's about fronting. It's about being yourself. It's also about hacking, and more specifically code hacking, but also life hacking. We all make so many excuses as to why we can't do things, why we don't have the time. And when it really comes down to it, it's just about you making that excuse. It's not about your work making you tired. Like, yeah, work is tiring, but you got to do it for the rest of your life. So if you don't figure out how to make time for yourself right now when you're working your 12-hour shift, or when you're working your 8-hour shift, or you're working your 4-hour shift at Chick-fil-A, then you're probably never going to, or it's going to take you some time. So that's what this one's about. So let's go ahead and jump in. What I'm doing right now to hack the system, hack the social system, as I continue to do this every single day, is how can I find more ways to distribute to you guys quickly, providing content, providing value, providing quality, while also being just me.
The best part about being me is I can share my struggles, my heartache, my passion, my love, and it still just resonates. It still makes sense because it's just me. That's what's so powerful when you start just getting in tune with who you are rather than what you want the camera or social media to see of you.
Being Will, being dad, spending time with my boys. A big thing, and I've talked about this before, it's been one of my most popular topics in films, is just about stop fronting, stop being what you're not. And that comes from a place where, if you have kids, you have kids. Embrace that, accept that.
Ooh.
start a business, when you're doing anything and everything, like shunning the rest of your life at all costs to make all that happen is just going to lead to unhappiness, like completely. And the best way to hack the system, the best way to just be you is to just be you. You know what I mean? Like, tell your truth. Like right now it's 3:48 a.m. My son's usually up kind of like around this time here and there, and I could use that as an excuse to be like, oh well, the baby's up so I can't record, or the baby's up so, you know, the audio is gonna be like, you can make any excuse you want. But I think that people relate with, you know, your truth, and you don't have to feel weird when you meet someone in person or when you're trying to like do things. That was the thing that bugged me the most about myself. This is coming from me, you know, just years ago. It's not telling the truth. Like, that's at the end of the day, it's what it is.
Okay, I love you. Hi. The reason I'm changing is because I feel like Start Right is restricting me from being able to include the personal wheel in it as well. It'll still be the same amazing custom designs, but I also want to include stuff like this in it, where it's like, I'm William Mosley, I do awesome design, I work at New Human, and I also have a family and have an awesome life outside of all work. When you get to know somebody, that's the whole picture. I want to expand a little bit more on like hacking. There's rules that we adhere to in the world. There's rules that we adhere to on the internet. And if you're a programmer, if you're a coder, we like to understand the foundation. We like to understand where those rules are coming from, how they're being made, and then best of all, we love figuring out ways to break them. That's what's so exciting about building infrastructure, you know, with PHP and SQL and, you know, like front-end development. That's what's so attractive to it, is that you can create your own world, you can create your own environment to live in, but you don't have to do it the same way every single time or exactly how someone else does it. You can figure out ways, backdoors into different things, because you understand how those things work. I will be talking a lot more on coding. I'll be showing a lot more about CSS and things like that, just to give back to the people that are into the industry, people that are just beginning, or people that are super experienced. So definitely tune into that. And as far as like hacking your life, if I can give that in like 60 seconds, the secret to life is to, one, figure out what you're passionate about, figure out what it is that you want to do for the rest of your life, and then two, figure out a way to do that for the rest of your life while sustaining your actual, you know, shelter, food, water, all that. The goal is not money, and that's what's so hard for some people, or a lot of people really, when you don't have money, me myself. But when you finally get to a state or to a place where you actually have money, you'll start to realize that, sadly enough, like Biggie and Tupac.
That's real, yo. I ain't exaggerating at all, man. The more money you make, the more problems you get.
It really does cause drama. It causes trust issues. It causes a lot of stuff. But if you can figure out a way to just supply for your family and then do what you love, and not put money on a pedestal, but put your passion on that pedestal, I'm telling you, things get much simpler.